Hello friends and welcome back for episode 9 of the Terraria 1.3 Let's Play. Hope you're all having a lovely day or evening, whatever the case may be so far. Got some exciting things planned for today's episode, but before we get into that, we're going to do a little bit of, not literal housekeeping, in this case metaphorical housekeeping. Somebody pointed out a wise thing in the comments, and I actually didn't really think too hard about this, but apparently after I unequipped one of my accessories, I lost 20 mana because it was giving the extra 20, so I wasn't able to build the one extra star that would have finished out my my pile of mana stars here. So we're going to go ahead and grab a few stars out of our nature bag here. We've got more than enough to craft another mana crystal, so we're just going to pop that right back in place in here. And throw it in there. Really doesn't matter where I put it. And there we go. Now we're back to full again. Other thing is, you guys wanted me to craft the artery as a yo-yo weapon out of my Crimtane bars. I was looking through my options here, and we came down to, it was really kind of behind either the sword here, between the sword or the artery. Between the two, well, we know what swords do, and we're going to end up getting that eventually anyway. The other thing was perhaps the bow, which could be rather useful for particular situations. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and grab one of these guys, and we'll toss the rest. Oh, and it's demonic. That's not bad. Possibly second best out of all of them, maybe? I can't remember the order of prefixes, but I'm pretty sure that's one of the best ones. So then we're going to take the rest of our bars, and I don't know why I keep coming down here. I mean to put it in this. And next time when we get a few more, we're going to add that to the pile and hopefully be able to craft the other one as well and not feel too that we're missing out on too much here. So you may have noticed that I have some shuriken and throwing knives in my inventory. That is because today I'm planning on giving a little visit to the Crimson biome over here. We're going to go take a quick look around, see if we can break a couple of hearts. Again, in the metaphorical sense, not so much the literal sense. And then we'll see if we can get a meteor to summon, and maybe we'll even fight the brain boss. It could be very exciting. Before we go, though, I actually want to grab a little bit of money, and that's going to be probably enough to just grab a single gold. And also grab some bombs from this guy over here. I think we just need a handful. That's probably more than enough, to be honest. Oh, that actually used up a lot of the gold. That's okay. Not a big deal. We'll have some slime on us, or gel rather, if we need to convert them into stickies. I'm sure we probably will do that at some point. And let's just toss the rest of our money back in here. Very good. You may have noticed we have a dryad now. She appeared just as I was turning on the episode. I didn't get a chance to really say hello to her, but there she is. She sells a whole bunch of different things, including pumpkin seeds, which are great for food. We can fill up on acorns if we need purification powder to cleanse the evil. You know, well, if you've seen her before, you generally get the idea. Magically moving dirt, if that's a priority of yours, there you go, 5 gold, problem solved. Let's also toss the yo-yo on there real quick, and let's just take a quick look. So the thing with these guys is you can click and hold, and it actually will hold it in place, and then you can kind of bounce that into enemies. So we'll see if that does some good damage. I was also told in the comments, and we'll just begin our traveling here as we go. I was told in the comments that this Viking helmet I got is actually pretty rare as well. I didn't realize that apparently it only drops from this one particular mob, that then after hard mode that mob goes away, so like if you don't get it at a certain point, well, apparently it won't be easy to get later. So it's good to know, and it's awesome that I got it already. That's a big old worm. You want to come out and play, big old worm? No? Alright, well, that's your loss. Well, that's actually your gain, because I was going to kill you, so I guess, you know, probably don't worry too much about that. We also had a little bit of discussion about that sword, this guy here, the enchanted sword. Apparently, it can drop as 2 different swords, or no sword at all. So, I guess what made it so rare was the fact that not only did I get the biome to generate that little enchanted sword grotto area with the grass, with the tube of... You know, basically it was supposed to look like the sword crashed through the ground and nestled somewhere gingerly in the ground, and then we come and get it. But when we go to pick it up, it can break, and apparently that's what happens a lot of the time, and you just don't get any drop out of it. I got a drop. I may have not gotten the better of the 2 drops, but I did get one of them, so I'm pretty happy about that. The person in the comments that mentioned this said that the other sword, the one that I didn't get, was maybe the best pre-hard mode sword for DPS. So I guess I'm a little sad that I didn't get that, but at the same time, I'm thrilled that I got one of them. Because I could have just as easily gotten nothing there, and, you know, let's not be upset about it. So we should have no trouble getting into and hanging out in Crimson area. My only one concern was really at this point just, am I going to have enough just raw HP? I'm thinking I will, to be honest. Like, I think this is enough to get us by for now. We'll, of course, want to fill out the rest of our HP. It shouldn't take us a particularly long amount of time. And honestly, next time when I get a chance to dig back down into that ice biome again, well, I have a feeling there's good things. And that was my one of two decisions, whether I was going to come to Crimson or whether I was going to come over to that area again. And, what is that? Oh, that's a heart embedded in the ground, right? Or we're going to go back to the ice biome and hopefully find some more hearts there. We can do that next time. Or, you know, not, depending on whatever the case may be. I burned through quite a few torches here, which may be pretty bad, but I have, yeah, plenty of wood in my inventory, so let's actually just go ahead and craft some more, since we don't need anything special to do that. And that will be good for the rest of the episode. Very nice. Oh, okay. Someone asked, am I going to stick with the kind of boxy, square wooden houses that I've got so far, or am I going to go further with it and build real houses? I've said this a couple of times. Maybe I didn't go super far in my description of it, but I am definitely going to improve the houses over time. For now, I'm kind of grabbing resources, making a little bit of progress, and then at some point later on, I'll go ahead and do the requisite homework that it takes to fill in the gaps and make the house area look sweet as hell, and hopefully everybody will be pretty happy with the situation. It's going to happen in stages, it's not all going to happen at one time. But if you're ever worried, like, I'm not going to do anything too major off camera except for maybe building. When it comes to, like, getting items or trying to put together things, for the most part, I'm going to do all that stuff on camera. I might throw a couple new treasure chests in and label some things, slide some stuff around, but as far as getting new stuff that's, like, interesting or worth talking about, that's all going to happen on camera, so no worries there. If you didn't see where I got a thing, it is almost definitely just on an episode you missed is all. So, you know, just go through the playlist. I keep it all very neat and organized. Every new episode that goes up will have an entry on the playlist. And I'm just making little torched areas to get to all the hearts right now, and I'll go back and hit them properly in a sec. I just want to make sure... Oh, man, there's two in that cubby hole down there. Oh, and yet another one as well. Okay, well, this is a pretty nice spot. May as well dig through this one to get to them. Can I dig straight through the Crimson with this gold pick? I cannot. Alright, so that's where the sticky bombs are going to come into play. Could have even made some sticky dynamite. Maybe I will actually make a bit of sticky dynamite. Might speed up the process just a little bit here. And I need to make sure that I can see properly when I throw this. I don't want to botch this too much. So we'll just kind of go, like, right here, and then back away. That should do most of it. At the very least, it'll provide us a bit of a groove. Alright, good enough. And then from there, we'll be able to just bomb our way the rest of the way through. Looking good. Toss that in there. And we'll just do that, and that should be more than enough to get us in. And in fact, that is the case. It even opened a little area up above, which I wasn't expecting. Oh, well, there goes the torch. Alright, let's pop these and see what we get. Oh, do I need a... That's a hammer, right? Slide that down one. Yep. Alright. Horrible chill down the spine. I got the Undertaker and a musket ball. The Undertaker is the 15 range damage gun. Musket ball, pretty much generic ammo. When I get a mini shark, probably be using some of that stuff. Somebody actually asked me why didn't I get a mini shark. I actually just don't have the gun vendor yet. He hasn't shown up in my world. But I think that happens once you, like, get a gun, right? So I think now we're about to get... We got another Undertaker, and neither of them... Oh, no, this one's awkward. Alright, so I got a bad one and a normal one. Fair enough. So if I break one more of these guys, we are in brain territory. I'm thinking I might just go right ahead with that and do it right now. Before that, though, I do want to make a bridge across this and probably box up some of the other areas. That way I don't necessarily get entangled with any of the mobs that show up during that. Sorry, my building is quite slow here. I'm always hesitant, and of course I managed to put the torches exactly in line with the bridge, right? I don't even need to do this because I could just walk over them, but I'm being extra OCD about the whole thing. Wait, what's in the wall? Oh, that's a bunch of spiders. Actually, that's perfect. If you guys want to just stay spawned in the wall, I can't really, I can't be too bothered by you guys. You're just going to stay in a place where I can't get hit by you. And then we'll just kind of, we'll grab our dirt pile. That's what I keep this dirt pile here for, is the occasional little quick building task that I need to do like that. Helps out. And I'm hoping, with all likelihood, that I can just take this thing and slam it into the brain boss. Shouldn't be too much difficulty. And, well, you know what? Just for the sake of trying it, I know I've got lots of potions. I don't really need to actively monitor them. I'll just put the Undertaker up here as well. Might have been nice if we got something better than the default for a prefix, but, you know, whatever. It's free item. Can't be too upset about the whole thing. What's in there? I see a green... Oh, it's like maybe a bit of jungle biome, or... No, I think it's just a bit of grass. Alright. Good enough. And do I want to maybe... I'll wall off these ones as well. Oh, there's the arms dealer. Alright, well, there we go. Problem solved. Mini Shark can be attained. Maybe I want to grab a second level of bridges here. Just want to have a high one and a low one. I think that probably makes sense to do, right? And that way I can kind of bounce back and forth between the two of them. That way I'm less likely to get trapped too much in corners. I don't know how difficult this is going to be, actually. I don't really remember how hard this was to solo in normal mode, but I know I made way too big of a fuss out of the eye. So, well, hopefully we'll find ourselves in the exact same position again, and it'll be too easy. Probably better than it being too hard or frustrating. Probably rather keep the deaths to a minimum early on, because I'm sure we've got plenty of them incoming for later. There may be other uses for us to have these bridges here, so I don't know. We'll see. Oh, that's perfect. Actually works out really well. Spiders, I guess, can still come from the ceiling. I don't really feel like boarding up the ceiling, though. And we'll do a little bit more dirt action over here as well, just to make sure everybody's taken care of without going too far out of our way. There we go. It's crude, but it gets the job done, you know? And last thing, let's just pop down here. One more sticky bomb should do the job. I didn't really get any ore out of this, did I? Oh well. There'll be more eventually. We'll find it. Don't worry. And we got the rotted fork. Is that a good one? I don't remember what that is. Rotted fork. There you are. Oh, it's just like a spear or something. Okay, well, another thing we have now. Cool. There's our brain boss, as I mentioned. The brain of Cthulhu, and let us begin. You know what? That's actually a real bad idea, isn't it? I don't know if I'm going to have a lot of options for hitting it at a distance like that. Alright. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Actually, that might work. I didn't realize that it would bounce off them that way. So we've got to get rid of all these eyeballs, clearly. We want to get this thing to bounce around a lot inside of there. I'm going to heal up already. And now I'm going to hope that I can avoid a lot of these, or at least kind of bounce them away. Ideally, I might have done this encounter outside, like up at the top, and then hope that maybe I had... Oh, that's not so good. Lots of room to bounce around. Hey, the painter's here as well. This is why I was happy I created lots of extra rooms, so that way they could do what they need to do. We need 36 more seconds to get our heal on again. These will start dying all roughly at the same time, and I'm kind of counting on that to happen. That way I can grab a bunch of... Oh, no. Well, I was hoping for hearts. We got tissue samples. That's okay. There's another heart. Got a couple of decent dodges in there. The dexterity element of Terraria is one that I don't think too much about. Occasionally it does come into play, especially when you're dealing with the harder bosses later on. But early stuff, like, this is generally not too demanding as far as, like, your positioning. That's why I'm kind of playing this a little bit fast and loose here. I'm obviously taking a lot of damage. Definitely not an optimal situation. You want to do a little bit more damage output, and generally just kind of be a little bit more nebulous with your placement of your character. Maybe I'll start shooting at it for a bit. I could probably also use my enchanted sword. Ooh, that's nice. I guess maybe sometimes it has a chance to crit and then it's doing extra damage, which seemed to be what popped that other one. Ooh, oh, that's probably real bad. Let's not accidentally use that item. I just clicked on the top of it. I didn't realize that was a chance of happening. Alright, let's get out of there. Almost ready for another heal. Sorry if this is a bit laborious. There we are. Now we're back in things. This should hopefully keep it at bay reasonably well. I can't help but notice how much this enemy reminds me of Phantoon from Super Metroid. Oh yeah, that actually bounces it right away as long as I keep rolling it in the right direction. There we go. Got our heal in, and, well, now I actually have to not get hit for a bit. When it comes from the bottom is really the only time I'm going to be super worried. Otherwise, I have the ability to pretty much just bounce it right away from me. And a couple more of those. There we are. Alright. I'll be honest, it was a little touch and go. It was definitely not an elegant win. But we did accomplish our goal, and we got a whole bunch of tissue samples for crafting later. I didn't even use my shuriken. I remembered I brought them with me. Too late. Oh well. Got some vertebrae, another crafting item, got a couple of guns out of it, got a red fork, and that's probably about all we're going to get out of this situation. So there's 2 bosses down. Fantastic. Now I can go ahead and mine a few more hearts if I'd like, since I'm already here. It's not really going to change anything until I get to the 3rd one again. We're not going to fight another boss, so I figure I may as well to hopefully get another item if there are more items. I think there are. Can't remember actually how many there are in total. Let's just toss a bomb onto there. And hope for goodness. At the very least, hope for a better prefix or something, because, well, that awkward one, not so great. Let's see what we get. Quick the Undertaker. Oh, is that really another one? Yeah, they're piling up in my inventory up here. Alright, so we've got 3 of the same gun now. Starting to wonder if maybe the way these drops work needs to be tweaked a little bit, but that's okay. It's just probably a bunch of bad luck. And we're going to craft a couple more sticky bombs here just to expedite this process here. By expedite, I mean get in it all, because otherwise I don't really have a way to get it. Oh my god. Alright, that was a really bad shot. That should break it. Yep, it did, and it dropped a sword. Oh, it dropped the rotted fork. Okay. Same 2 things, it looks like. We got some deathweed from somewhere. And we got that. Okay, cool. Well, I guess we're going to be done then with this particular biome for the moment. The next task is we're now going to have some meteor drop in at some point, and we're going to have to go find where that locates and go ahead and dispose of the meteor heads, harvest all of the delicious meteorite out of it, and then we can go ahead and craft what we like. If we would like, we could actually go use the build that basically gives us infinite MP with the blaster, and then we can go nuts with that if we really want. Seems like an okay thing to do. Not 100% sold on it, but I've certainly seen worse. And you know what? I think I'll just magic mirror out. Wait, what's over here? Pots and jungle, I guess. Alright, so we leave 1 crimson heart to grab later. Sounds good. I still need to get a freaking bed. I need to remember to put a bed in here somewhere, that way I don't have to keep spawning like a few feet to the right of my house. It's just a little embarrassing now. So let's toss some of these weapons away into our cupboard. I haven't even labeled that chest yet. How embarrassing. Let's move on. I'll just keep them all for now. I'll do the sorting and the selling after hours. You guys don't really need to watch me do that stuff. We'll toss this in here. I'm going to separate these all by type and all that. They're all going to have their own chests. So no worries if you're worried about that at all. Boss crafting items, you got to sort that too. Well, let's just leave it right there. Rotted fork, not going to use that right now. And I think that's it. Just got a few extra healing potions that I can toss in here. By few, I mean way too many. Actually, 1 extra sticky bomb is a bit awkward sitting. I'll just toss it at an enemy next time I get a chance. And, oh, I wanted to put the weapons back away too. These extra shuriken, I'll use these another day. And the musket balls, I could just put right into my ammo slots, and I do, in fact, think I'm going to do that because, well, I like having a little bit of every ammo type in there just because you don't know what you're going to find while you're out there exploring, and it might be something quite handy that maybe you want to use right away. So we got a few boss catalyst, like, crafty items here. That's what most of these are. Well, these 2 in particular are. Nature is where this little plant is going to land. We got 1 already. And Crimstone block. Toss that in. Oh, actually, you know what? Weapons and ammo can go together. We'll sort those later. And then blocks for that. There we go. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. Oh, we did get a bunch of Crimtane ore. I did not realize that was there. So we may as well craft that into bars as well while we're home. And I guess we'll make a quick run. Oh my god, I got 42 of them. I did not expect that it would be that many. So there's no worries about what I have now in terms of how many ore I need. I can make anything I want. And let's just do a quick stack on that. In fact, is there anything else that I needed more ore for? More ore for. Weird. Why is it still presenting this here? Can make one more bar. Where even was that in my inventory? Oh, I must have had it took it out of the chest, that's why. Surprisingly confused by that whole thing. So there's emerald hooks, mine carts, bloodlust cluster. Alright, no, I think we're good. I mean, I can go ahead and do that stuff. I actually put away all my silt, that's the other thing. I guess I should have done that on camera, but I took all the silt that I had from the last run, and I ran it through the extractinator. I got a bunch of arbitrary ore, nothing too notable. I got a few random gems as well. Popped them all in there. You saw it all. No secrets there. So let us be off. We'll go back into that cubbyhole. What are you? Oh, you're a squirrel. Looked like a weird, like, land leech, which isn't really even a thing. We're just going to toss that on there and get a little bit of a run. Hopefully make it rather quickly into our frosty abyss. You know where we're headed. We're going down into that big area that we've already started to map out, and we're just going to go to, well, the furthest we can go, and hopefully get to where I thought there was that little bit of a red thing that looked like it might have been interesting for the sake of a heart. I kind of want to also go down from this angle, too. Well, is it going to be better in any? I don't see a reason why it would be better to go the other way. There's a crimson altar there. Is that a rail trail? Yeah, it's a Minecraft, a minecart track. It's a Minecraft cart is what I was about to say. Alright, well, it doesn't seem like it's faster. Let's just go. Me standing there is what's making it not be faster as well. If I would have just gone to it, that would have been a whole different thing. So I'm feeling overall right now that the Let's Play is going swimmingly. I don't really have too much in the way of complaints. I'm glad I re-rolled the world. I know some people out there were probably a little bit sad that I went and dumped the one that I had from the launch. Because I think maybe there is a part of the Terraria experience that's like, oh, well, you make do with what you're given, and hopefully it all works out in the end after you put in your due diligence and you try your best to, you know, scrap together all the stuff you can find. And sometimes it's a little slow and maybe a little bit boring, but ultimately, you know, if you put in your time, it's going to all work out. And, you know, I hear you, actually. That is a part of Terraria that I do respect. But in this case, I figured for the sake of cameras, the fact that we're playing this together, where you guys are watching, you know, probably be better off finding a seed that I'm happy with to start. And I think ultimately, for a Let's Play to be successful, the person playing the game has to be having as fun a time as possible. And I think that was the thing I needed to push me over the edge back to it being very fun from being moderately fun. I was not looking forward to necessarily spending a ton of time, you know, beating away at the ground to try and offer just the littlest bit of something exciting to show you guys. We're actually just going to do a quick jaunt up here just in case it reveals anything particularly interesting. Oh, jeez. Well, it immediately put us into a little cabin with a granite biome and a granite chest, which I'd love to add to my collection. Of course, we get some violent shoe spikes. Not the most thrilled with that whole thing, and we're actually just going to trash this rope. I think I can actually just take rope out of my inventory at this point. But I haven't done it yet, which is probably a mistake. I am going to definitely grab this. We're also going to grab that. I believe I've already got a hammer statue at home, but I'm going to grab another one, just because I like stacking up statues. That's a loom. I don't know why, but I don't think I had one of those yet. Alright. And is that all we've got for the granite biome? This place seems interesting, because this is what we fight in this area. We fight these elementals, and I haven't ever seen another enemy like this in Terraria, really. It's kind of easy, actually. In expert mode, those things are really annoying, and they can kill you if you're not careful. Well, I guess they can kill you here if you're not careful as well, but I happen to be at a point in the game already where I'm not immediately dying, and I'm pretty happy about that. Where on earth is this taking me? I didn't expect it to go back down to go back up. Alright, this is going, like, way further than I expected. Let's just keep our eyes open here, in case there's a heart hanging out. Let's pop off of that. Just gonna do a little bit of casual exploring, nothing too serious. Oh, we've already found another little shanty shack area. Let's just pop these suckers and grab what we can grab and move on. We got a frost chest, of course, as these always seem to have. Is it actually possible? Anybody know if it's possible if these can spawn without a chest in them? Another pair of flurry boots. And an ice machine for special crafting. Another one of those things that, like, I really don't need, but, you know, since it's here, I'll grab it, of course. And it'll just be another one of those weird machines that lives in my house that I may or may not use at all. There's a bookshelf that I'm going to grab, made of boreal wood, and there is a corrupt statue made of the Eater of Worlds pieces. Or a piece of the Eater of World, in theory. Alright, you get out of here. That's fine. Well, got a bit of tungsten down here. I'm, like, way off course. I didn't intend to go down this way, but I did want to just quickly see if we were going to run into something cool, and it looks like, well, much larger area than I expected. So, the lesson that I'm learning here, and somebody said this in the comments as well, ride all the Minecraft, I keep saying this, minecarts. My head has gotten so in the line of saying every time I say mine, the next word that comes after that is craft, that it's become very difficult for me to readjust. That's silly. Alright. And we've gone through the ice. I fully expected that. I didn't mean to jump that high, and we're going through the ice again. Anything over here? Maybe we could shoot one of these suckers down into the water. Oh, come on. Stop jumping! Alright, that's what we were trying to do the whole time. Oh, Goblin Army? Come on. I don't even really have to engage them right now, I don't think. I can just kind of hang out here. I just want to see what's up in this pit. Would it be a bad idea for me to not engage them, really? Oh, there's silt right there, too. I might have wanted to grab that. Well, as long as I take not 100,000 years, I should be able to run over there, see what I needed to see, finally answer if that is even a heart at all. And then maybe we can get back, fight the Goblin Army, get awesome drops, because that's what we'll do with that. I don't entirely believe that, but it's possible. And wait. I need to look in that pit, just in case. Oh, there is some tungsten. I'm really bad at hurrying to a destination. I'm like a kid in a candy shop right now. I see ore, I just immediately, like, I lose my control of myself. Like, I need to just go. No, I know, you just told me about that, man. I am aware about the Goblin Army. I am going to make a decision at some point whether or not I bother with it. It's a pretty tedious event, most of the time anyway. It may be... Well, it may be less tedious on Expert just because it's at least a little bit more difficult. In easy mode, or normal mode, I guess I should say, it's not easy mode. It's a little long, but it goes by fast enough because you pretty much kill everything with 1 or 2 hits. Well, at least that's the experience that I used to have. I don't know if that's still the case. Look, we found another ice chest. This one has an ice blade in it, which is actually a pretty nice sword, and I don't hate it. It's not my favorite sword. I'm probably not going to use it, but it's a sword that has some usefulness in the right situations, and I respect that. So let's quick stack. Oh, wrong way. I meant to do loot all. Very nice. Glow sticks are full up, so I don't need any more. I don't think I have room for this. Oh, I do. Okay. I wasn't sure if I was stacking it or what. And that's the end of that. Yeah, it looks like there's a bit of iron and copper down there, or tin rather. Just grab these 2 little nuggets of tungsten. How far away am I from my actual destination? Kind of far. I take it might be faster, actually, to just... I don't know if that's true. I was going to say to just dig straight down. But I really don't know if that's true. This is where we're trying to get to. I'm betting it's just a pot. Like, look how similar this looks to that. It's just the positioning looks so right for it to be a heart. We've gone on this major quest just to get to this one spot where I don't even know if there's any point to me bothering. I just remember, like, I'm not invincible when I'm doing that, by the way. How about... Here's an answer. Let's just take some sticks of dynamite, toss them at the ground, like right in there, and see if that reveals another little cave system for us. Alright, well, it did actually do that, basically. There's a little bit of something going on let's pop a little bit of sticky stuff on the other dynamite. I'm going through this dynamite kind of fast, aren't I? Running out of slots already. My, that happened quickly. Well, I actually can do what I did last time, just toss these suckers in my accessory cosmetic slots, because I really don't need them actively right now. We'll just do one of those, get up there and safe. Glad that the ice area is not posing such a threat to me right now. Oh, it's not that good down there at all. I don't know if you got a good glimpse of it, but it looks like it's just going to be another one of those biomes that's like, or not biomes, but like gaps that's just a tiny little opening, but nothing really that useful. Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying. How about we'll use a sticky bomb? And hope that this will maybe pop open another area. What is that, gold? Might be gold. We're just going to make a little air pocket there. Let's go ahead and convert more of our bombs into sticky bombs. I did bring a lot with me for just this reason. Certainly does expedite the whole mining process. Really good stuff. I mean, maybe I'll get a dynamite launcher someday. Is that a thing? Could be fun. Oh, it's just iron, actually. Alright, well, another false alarm. I'll still break into it a bit, though. Have they made a gun yet that shoots hearts? Like crystal hearts? Because I figured that would make a lot of sense, since after you finish a world, what are you going to do with all these crystal hearts? They're just sitting around underground. Maybe you could get a gun that shoots one crystal heart, and instead of having, 20 extra life on your life bar, which you can't get any more of because you're full, you could just do, like, a massive amount of damage as if you were shooting a cannon or something like that. That could be fun. I think that could be fun. Alright. Cool. I think there's some silt in there, so I think I'm actually just gonna trash something. We'll trash a little bit of snow. And we will get our bombs up on the hotbar. Hot bombs! No, this is not Isaac. Oh, yep, took out a bat with it. And there's a dye beetle up there, too. And it looks like we found yet another ice chest. Fantastic. I don't know what those little snowball people are supposed to be. I've never really understood them very well, but they are going to be in my way in a second, so, well, or maybe they won't, actually. Maybe they'll just stick right under there. Another ice blade, another stick of dynamite, some gold bars. Let's just loot what we can. Night owl potion and some gold bars. I don't know, what can I toss? I don't really need this star very much. I don't really need these shoe spikes at all, because I've already got them. I know I could just cash that in for actual money, so I'm, a little guilty for doing that, I guess, but it's my game. I can trash whatever I want, right? Alright, let's get rid of these suckers here. And, oh my god, another one. What is going on with these? They're spawning so freaking frequently. Alright, and it seems like it's covered in sapphires, which is the other thing. Just kind of let that run through. Look, a river runs through it. It, like, literally does. Do I need sapphires at all? I probably don't. Oh my god, just, yeah, get dead. And there's actually a heart statue in there, too, which is really good. We later we're going to hook this up to some timers, essentially, and we'll be able to use that to produce hearts, and it'll be really good for bosses. For anybody that's not familiar with how that whole process works. When you're fighting bosses, like, it's really great to have some free HP just rolling on in. So in your own gameplay, if you see one of these and you're not aware, you want to grab these every time. They're always useful, and you'll run out of them, and you'll be sad that you did later on. Alright, we don't really need that. We don't really need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Could probably chuck the ice as well, because what am I really going to use the ice blocks for? They look pretty, but they're not the most functional. Toss that over there. We've definitely taken this with us. And we've got another pair of ice skates, as well as some gold. So let's loot all. Loot on. Grab our spear statue, because we need that for some reason. I'm not sure quite why, but I collect statues. It's a thing. And let's grab the mine pick statue as well. It's because I collect statues, it's a thing with me. Very nice. Moving on. I see a trap there, which I will get rid of. Someone asked me why I collect pressure plates. To be honest, I'm not really sure why I do. I guess in my head, I assumed that they were expensive or difficult to make, and that I would somehow want them Want to have extra of them in case I'm building traps for bosses. That's another thing, if you make a boss arena, sometimes you want that. Ooh, there's a bunch of tungsten right here. We do have to watch out for the Centurion man underneath us, but I think we'll be alright. So yeah, I guess I figured by picking up all the pressure plates, we're getting, like, a free resource that might be useful for later on, that we don't have to worry about crafting or figuring out what is necessary to create it. I hope that makes sense. I mean, it's less about just collecting things and more about actually a defensive bonus or like a DPS output bonus by having traps set up. I think we've got a marble area right here that we're going to take advantage of in a sec. I just don't want to get speared by this guy. Alright, I think we're not good because I can't get in that door because there's something blocking it on the other side. Let's just dig in the top then. Oh man, there's all kinds of goodies in here. We've got a marble chest, of course. We've got a bunch of statues. We've got an anvil. What's in here? Oh, a magic mirror. Big deal. Loot all. You know what? I think we'll just maybe leave those. But I like the chest. The chest is so cool looking. We don't need tin ore. Well, man, I'm going to run out of room just because of these freaking statues. I don't need a tin chandelier, that's for sure. I don't need any more rope. I do need to get rid of... Well, I don't need... Oh, gravitation potions. Those are really good. Now maybe we can find some flying islands. Fantastic. Where is the thing I'm looking for that I don't remember what it's called? The recall potion. Where is that? That's the recall potion. What? Yeah, I don't need these. They're not useful to me. It's trash that, trash that. Again, I know I can sell it. I'm not. Sorry. Don't be too mad at me, please. Cool. That guy's glitched out. I will leave him be. Oh, can he open doors? Oh, he can come in right through the ceiling. That's probably bad news for me. Let's just... Oh, he's actually not that bad. He just does a lot of damage out. Oh, and he dropped his freaking javelins. That's cool. Now we've got to make that difficult decision already. Again. I can't believe I prioritized dirt. I know, it's silly. We'll get rid of the tin. Oh yeah, and then I'm about to take a bunch of statues that I also don't have room for. Can I stack hammer statues? I can stack hammer statues. That's good. If only there was a way. Oh, I don't need that. Alright, good. Let us actually progress. Oh, we're almost there. I think it's probably way too late for the Goblin army now, and I don't really want to go back in the direction of that in case there's a Medusa around. Let's just let this door freaking open. There we go. Now, how are we going to get down through here? We've got to actually dig or bomb our way down. Piranhas are happy to munch on me, I'm sure. We still got 41 bombs, actually, so let's just go nuts with the bombs. I want to just make quick work of this so we can move on with our lives. Please, please, please. Bomb it up. Wallace and bomb it. You know. That was 4. Are we almost there? I don't know where we're going exactly, but, you know, wherever there's oxygen would be nice. Wherever those bats and snowball people are not. What are those called? Snowflinks. I guess that makes sense. They kind of fling themselves around, so they're like flinks. Like a flinks minx. What is this down here? It looks like something dropped. Is that a thing? I can't... No, it's just the background. Never mind. Let's see if I can, like, land a bomb right there. I want to just make a little bit of a divot so we can maybe drain some of this water out. I don't have to stand up here for 100 hours. There we go. There's the water level going down. So we're just draining our problems right away into another area. Just let that kind of filter through. Now I've defeated the 50th ice bat. That means I will be rewarded with a banner. Do I have to collect that banner right now? Because it won't fit in my inventory, I can tell you that. Yeah, I think that's it right there, actually, sitting up on top of that edge. Yet another thing I don't have room for. Okay, what do I delete now? Well, we've got marble blocks, don't need those. Flaming arrows, don't need those. Cool. Next, what do we have in here? Oh, it's Tom. You would not believe some of the things people throw at me. You want to buy some of it. I might consider it. I have red, counterweights equipable, throws a counter... This might be really good to augment my yo-yo. And it's also the only thing here that might be useful from him. It's 5 gold. But you know what? I think I'm going to go for it anyway. And I'm just going to replace my Shine Potion. Or maybe I don't need to, actually. One sec. Let's figure out how this all works. I'll just store you in the trash for a second. Do I have to use it? Oh, it takes the place of one of these. Okay. So, like, let's put it there. And then toss this out. Is that what that does? I guess this guy doesn't come live with me, huh? I don't know. I hope he does. I just wanted to live with a skeleton. There's a counterweight for hitting it. So I've got to hit it, and then it'll actually activate properly. Oh, there's a little bit of ore in the wall there. It's 3 pieces, though, so I'm not going to bother with it. It's a bit of a long journey to get over there. And we've made it over. I believe this is the area we've already explored. Good, so we just need to go down and a bit to the right. And down. And a bit to the right. And this is the spot. Okay, cool. In before it was just a pot the whole time. Get your dream is dead, boys, ready. I think we should be able to see it in just a moment. Oh. What is that? Oh, it's a detonator. That's what it was. It was just a detonator. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it shoots out this other one. That's weird. So probably don't want to land on that. I've seen what these do, and they detonate. That's kind of their whole point in life. There's the explosives that go along with them. Maybe toss this on there, get a little bit of a view of things, and there we are. Make it happen. Cap'n hands. There we are. Okay, so there's all the enemies dead. And what's going on here? Alright, well, this might go on for a little while, and now I'm starting to think, should I just go back home and see if there's any... Ah, there's our reward! Okay, I'm glad I stuck with that. Now I do need to get rid of these snow blocks so I can claim my reward properly. There it is. Okay, we're getting there. We need what, like 6 more hearts. It'll happen, guys. Don't worry. Done this 100 times. Well, not 100. Maybe like 5. Yeah, probably actually around 5. Between 5 and 10. Somewhere in that vicinity. There's a statue up there. Where did it go? Did I eat the statue? Is it in my inventory? I must have eaten it, right? I don't see it. It was a sword. Did I blow it up? Oh no, it's right in front of me. Is it freaking highlighted? Oh my god. I get freaking blind sometimes. There it is. I jumped the trap. If only I had a whip, I would have whipped it. And if I had a dip, I would have dipped it. You know. Okay, a little bit more tungsten. And I think we're going to call it at that point, because we're getting on a little ways further than I expected. I will look at the map again, just in case. Oh my god, come on. I need a multiple point hook. That'll be soon to come, actually. That's actually really soon. So what am I going to do next time? We've already gone to Crimson World. We've already killed the Eye. I believe the next thing we want to do is wait for a meteor to crash, so... Probably want to start exploring jungle area or trying to look for bees, right? We want to maybe kill the queen bee, work on some bee grenades and guns and all that good stuff. We want to start a elevator at some point, because that's also going to be a consideration. We've got to get that ready. Is that the button right there? I can't tell. Yep, that was the button. We're safe. Too bad I don't have some pliers or wire cutters. I would already come down here and strip all the wires out and use them for my own ends. I can't not just see what's over there. We're already so close. I really need to purge my inventory and freaking get a pig. We need the flying pig, the item, whatever that's called. I forget it. I say it all the time and then I forget the name of it immediately. What is this? Oh, it's just a skeleton with a headlamp on. I think there was a reason to want to kill him, but I can't remember 100%. Oh, he's falling into a position that I can kill him easier anyway. This actually has... Oh, there's a heart. There's a heart here. The heart statue. Fantastic. Oh, hello. Looks like you've come to me instead. Let's switch to an actual weapon, because that's actually a good idea. Oh, we dropped pants. Cool. Alright, so that was, I guess, the reason. I could just, like... Could I just put them on? I guess I need one slot open before I can even do that. There's, like, nothing I want to get rid of now. I don't need archery potions. Whatever. I was just going to take this and drop it here anyway, so... Mining pants achieved. Another maybe semi-rare-ish cosmetic that we have attained already. Any hearts around? Just giving it a quick look. Just a quick jaunt in every direction is all we need. Maybe put a torch on that wall would be nice, thank you. I'll just wait in these cobwebs for 100 years. Any heart action up here? I feel like there's gonna be one here. Just maybe a little lower. I hate that I'm passing up on all this delicious gold. Nothing here, but we do have quite a bit of area. Oh my god, please. I get so bad at jumping sometimes when there's bats around. Is this anything? Nope. Alright, I'm going way out from where I wanted to go. Don't see a heart piece here. Let's get out of that. And back down. There's one more little section over this way that I didn't look in. Oh, I can't believe I didn't break through the ice. Oh, well, I did it there. Oh my god, this just keeps going. I love areas like this. I just, right now, is not the best time. Alright. Well, what's going on down here? I was almost positive that was going to be a heart. Alright, it's not. Map says we are pretty far away. There's no direct path down. But there are some interesting paths. I mean, honestly, that Minecraft... I did it again! The minecart path was not bad. Well, that's another consideration. Do you guys ever want me to start an episode off in a place that is not home? I find that generally gives us this point of solidarity to go from, but it also kind of makes sense sometimes not to, in cases like this where we don't necessarily need to make that run back. Do I not have any gold ore? How did I pull that off? That's peculiar. Anyway, I think we're gonna head back for now. We'll come back another time and do a little bit more. All right, the Goblin Army's gonna happen right now. All right, I was thinking maybe they would not be here for some reason. Yeah, I guess we'll just beat these guys for a while. So, how's your day? Let's see how fast this goes with this sweet yo-yo of mine. Sweet yo-yo of mine, the sweet child of mine, but I didn't really go all in on that one. If you're gonna do a joke or like a parody song thing, you gotta want it. You gotta go 100%. Actually, we're 10% already. That actually isn't that bad. I just need to not get hit a ton of times. But then again, they're dropping hard, so I guess it could be worse. Also, I'm clicking a lot instead of holding, which is probably hampering my progress a little bit here. So in the comments on the last episode, somebody mentioned apparently Windows 10 is gonna mess with like all kinds of recording stuff because they have an Xbox app that recording goes through. I don't entirely understand what that means. I mean, I understand the words and I understand the meaning, but I don't understand the context, I suppose, why it would be an Xbox app on a Windows computer, and why that has anything to do with recording. Unless that's, like, the continuity has to be one-to-one between the Xbox One and any and all PC computers. They need to make sure that, like, the same console recording features that they use for that are also present on PCs. That's real weird to me. Like, it's a computer. What are you doing? Like, computers have had abilities to do things long before the consoles, and now you're kind of backwards engineering the PC to fit after the console? How does that make any sense? I don't know also if it's even true. So, like, before we get too far down that rabbit hole, just want to say, speculation. I haven't used Windows 10. I don't know what features are going to be in it, and what those features might be, and how they will affect me. But I will obviously be following up and figuring out more about that information, because that's substantially detrimental for me, given what I do. It may make, you know, making videos impossible, if that's true, and can't have that. Also, like, what the hell, if that's the case? That's gonna make a lot of people very upset. I mean, not to say that they need to cater their entire OS to YouTubers, I just mean people in general that do professional work with video. If that's how that works, that's gonna be a problem. Like, everyone will not use Windows 10 if that's the case, and maybe that is the case, and maybe that is what's gonna happen, I don't know. Anyway, we're 50% done with the Goblin army. So far, so good. I haven't hit too many major snags here. We've taken a couple of hits, but nothing too serious. I'm actually just gonna pop down here real fast and just pop a quick stack. That way I have a few slots open for my, well, whatever I find. There are a lot of freaking statues. Oh my god. Yeah, it's like half my inventory is just statues. That's, well, a bit of a relief that most of that stuff's out now. Got a bunch of chests with nothing in them as well, so yeah, I'm keeping it useful. Alright, let's get out of there. Get back to the maiming. Hey, you took my door off the hinges. That is rude, mister. I'm still using that. Apparently I haven't really installed much in the way of torches on this side of my house, which not a huge fan of that I've done that. Alright. I really wasn't planning on doing the Goblin army on camera, but, you know, or on this episode, I mean, but here it is. It's going faster than I would have anticipated. In the expert mode playthrough, I got to the pirate invasion, and it was a massacre. Absolute massacre. I must have died 50 times, and it was just arduous. Now they're going to break the door again. Oh no, they actually just opened it. I will prefer that you just open it in this case. Did I just... No, I think I could block this projectile. I'm forgetting to hold, by the way, again. There we go. But yeah, you were right, everybody. The yo-yo is not bad. I don't dislike it. I could see using this on occasion. I was a little bit hesitant because it's kind of a weird weapon, like it's a bit gimmicky. I know that sounds bizarre about Terraria to be worried about whether or not a weapon is silly, but I guess that's me. I take my Terraria very seriously. I must only use real try-hard weapons for, you know, real killing of fantasy monsters. That's my MO, I guess. I don't know. 78. All right, we were nearly there. We're about a fifth left. Yeah, just keep lining them up. Pop on down, and I will yo-yo you all to death. Yo-yo you is a very difficult series of things to say quickly. Yo-yo you, yo-yo you, yo-yo you. Say that 5 times fast. You probably can. I was actually, like, reasonably decent at tongue twisters. I don't know what that is. I guess maybe from doing, like, singing since I was a little kid. Like, we did a lot of vocal exercises and warm-ups. So maybe I got used to pronouncing strange series of syllables. Series. I don't know why the pluralization is seeming weird to me right now. But yeah, it seems like one of those things that people will struggle endlessly on. But then I get in Twitch chat, and everybody's like, they put you in the wrong spot, and all of a sudden I can't say any words at all. Apparently, there's just certain things that are like brain jammers, that if you try to read in a certain order, it'll just make it nearly impossible for you to be able to do it. Try just adding the word you about 3 or 4 times in a regular sentence and see if you can parse it very quickly. Because my guess is you probably can't, unless there's just something odd about my brain, which there very well may be. I mean, given after the rants I've done on, like, episode 5, I don't think any of us would probably doubt that to a large degree, that there's something weird about my brain. But, you know, that's me. Hi, I'm Nick. So yeah, that's the end of the Goblin invasion. I don't think they dropped anything at all worth talking about here, or anything at all. Just the usual spike balls. Yeah, I don't see anything there. Maybe that's in expert mode. They particularly tailor that too. All right, I'd say we had a pretty successful episode. We found the heart we were after. We found about 1 million super chests, and most of them had stuff I didn't need in them, but still, I'm happy we found them. And we got a bunch of ore, We got a bunch of money. We got a sweet counterweight. We killed a boss. Like, man, this has been a wild episode. So, yeah, we're like nearly up to an hour now. I hope you enjoy it. I can't promise they'll all be this long. In fact, they will almost definitely not all be this long. But, you know, we got in the mood to keep playing. We kept playing. That's how it goes. So make sure, if you did enjoy this episode, you leave a like on it. I do really appreciate it. It does help out the series tremendously. The more likes, the happier, I guess, that I am. You know, it shows that you guys are watching, interested for more. And I will be back soon for yet another one. So thank you for your continued support, and I will see you on the next.